Straight from the Path's drummer is sick of bands using pre-recorded kick drum tracks live. Putting all of the kick drum on a backing track is like having a football team with one player who is secretly an android. Dude, he's just as sweaty as me right now. Holy shit, it's really hot in the world. Craig Reynolds of Straight from the Path, he has a great YouTube channel now, just saying. Or is it like a podcast YouTube maybe? He's calling out bands while he's not calling them out by name for using full-blown kick drum tracks live. As in, you know, having it on a computer, and those are the kicks that you hear live. It's not the actual drummer playing the kicks, you know? This is a wild accusation, but I have an own experience in this actually. I'm not gonna name which band, but around 2003 or 4, I went to a concert with a very big black metal band, or like a mainstream black metal band, I would say. They're huge, basically. Before they played, they were, you know, sound checking and line checking guitars and shit like that, and suddenly I heard a bunch of kicks, like, and it just kept on for like 2 minutes. I'm like, what the f is this? There's no one at the drum kit right now. And then I figured, like, I heard what song it was, and I was like, oh shit. That's probably an instance where they were using a track of kick drums live. Nowadays, a lot of drummers play with a click or to a backing track just to have, you know, just to be tight, and it's good if people have, you know, synths and shit on MIDI or, you know, on computers. Everything lines up if you play with a click, okay? And that's understandable. I don't fault bands for using a click live. Some music is so technical, you need to have that constant right there. No fault in that, but when you put in a kick drum, then it's not being played live. Then it's not, you know, you lose everything that it's live. The most annoying part of this whole thing has been people using the term triggers for this. Triggering is absolutely fine. The triggering is when you trigger a bass drum with a trig microphone, and then you can connect that to a drum sampler, and, you know, instead of having a mic'd up kick drum, you have a trigger sample, which is fine because, you know, when you play the drum, that triggers the sample. You know, that's still being played live. And if anything, it makes your mistakes far more noticeable. Yes, because, you know, trigger samples are very accurate, and, you know, there's no room for mistakes, basically. Completely pretending to play one of your drums while it does complex patterns, not cool. Right there, from the horse's mouth. And it begs me to wonder how many bands are actually doing this. I mean, I know that the bands that I am in, you know, The Haunted, we're absolutely not doing this. You know, a lot of the songs we don't play with a click. We just go and, you know, whatever happens, happens, you know, throughout the show. The thing is that then nothing can fail other than, you know, ourselves making mistakes. If you have other things involved, you know, like computers and shit, and if that fails, that sucks. But if you're a band, I mean, if you practice together and play as a band together, you know how to fix mistakes. If there's some mistakes, you kind of like, oh, you just pick it back up again. It's really hard when a computer fails. Do you have to start over the song? And, you know, if I knew before I saw a show that a certain band was using drum kick tracks before I saw the show, I would probably feel a little bit disappointed because I'm going there to watch the band, you know. But at the same time, if I had absolutely no idea if the bands were doing this, would I care if the experience is good? I don't know. I think that live things should be live. Okay? That's the only thing we have left that's, you know, uncontrolled, because in the recording studio, everyone's fixing everything. I mean, I do it myself. But live, that's where it's, you know, that's where everything is supposed to be live. That's all we have left, guys. I'm playing Fortnite a lot lately. I'm not afraid to admit it. You know, Fortnite is pretty fun. You know, I'm having fun with my...
Try something out today. I'm not sure exactly what, so I'm gonna unbox, and then I'm gonna decide what, you know, what my eyes will think is exciting.